Hey everyone, this is Kevin with Divinely Designed, and today I have a mixed media photo layout. This one's called Perfect Moment, and I used quite a few things here, but I guess I'm featuring some Lindy Stamp Gang sprays and some Prima products. So I'm starting off with just a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock here that's sort of a light blue, and covering it with a few Lindy Stamp Gangs, kind of in the blue and green color family, and then just a few sort of sprays of kind of a gold color. Um, this was a Lindy Stamp Gang's Prairie Wildfires and uh, something around drinks. They were kind of around drinks. Here you see me mixing some Prima embossing paste with some Prima glass glitter. The glass glitter is brand new that I just got, and it's very chunky. This one is pearl, and I mixed it in there hoping I might get some little pearlescent specks in my embossing, but it didn't really work out that way. It does give it kind of a chunky texture. The glass glitter is really not, I mean, it's not like traditional glitter. It's not real fine. It is very chunky. It feels like little tiny pieces of stone, actually, or tiny pieces of glass, I guess. But the pearl one is fairly clear here. So I just used a stencil, mixed the paste with the glass glitter in it, and then spread it on. You can't really see it, but if you touch it, you can feel it. Just adding some more background colors here with some more sprays, and then using water to let it sort of flow and kind of drip all over the place, and then a paper towel just to soften it a little bit. Just kind of keeping it in the shimmery blue and green color family here. I use some polyurethane spray, and I like to do that so I can sort of set the background colors here so they won't bleed. I sometimes have used gel medium, but sometimes I find that makes the sprays, um, you know, kind of flow together. Here I'm using some Blue Fern Studio Embellish chipboard and some embossing powder. This sun, I actually was trying to do two different embossing powders, keeping the center kind of more orange and gold and the outside yellow, but I ended up not liking it, so I just re-embossed the whole thing with just the yellow. This is the title called Perfect Moment. It's another chipboard element, and I used a Lindy Stamp Gang blue here, embossing powder. And then this other one is just a kind of textural element. It's called the Marrakesh panel. Now here you see me using this 3-in-1 glue. I'm not, I haven't used it very much. I probably should have used like just a Tombow multi-matte glue here. This 3-in-1 dried really quickly, which was okay. So I would just sort of put some on and then dab it into my pile of glass glitter. This is also Prima's glass glitter. This one's platinum. But it would dry so fast. Sometimes I would get a spot that didn't get covered, which was okay. I mean, this, it didn't need to be perfectly covered. And then it was kind of chunky, so here I'm just sort of trying to make it as close to the chipboard as possible so you still get a nice fine detail from the shape of the chipboard. That's the photo I'm going to use, and here I'm going to trace out a few of the kind of the little panels, the inside here with the pencil. Not all of them, just a couple of them, and then I'm going to cut those out. And I'm going to put a piece of pattern paper behind this 12 by 12 paper so that when I've cut them all out, you can see the pattern paper behind it. Just to just to add some more visual interest here. And after I'm done cutting out these sections, I will also kind of distress the edges and tear off some pieces. Here I'm just making sure it fits correctly. Oh, I ended up not liking the original pattern paper I had chosen, so I used a different pattern paper that I liked better. And here I am sort of tearing the edges. Some keeping it really close, others making kind of bigger, you know, um, chunks into the paper itself. And then I'm going to use some Distress ink. This is Faded Jeans, just to give some darkness to the edges so I can kind of define the torn parts, and then you'll be able to see the pattern paper on the edges itself. Using some Ranger Multimedia Matte here just as an adhesive, just applying it with a brush and then just spreading it all over and then adhering it down to that pattern paper. And just using some Tombow glue to adhere down that Marrakesh panel with the glass glitter on now. I like how it ended up looking. You can kind of see the pattern paper and then it's outlined with the glass glitter. This is a little resin piece that says love, and it's very much like the Love Park in Philadelphia, which is where I'm from. And just adhering the rest of the elements down here. This picture is one of my favorite pictures of me and my mom. It was just a day we went to like a fair in her town where it's like a street fair where, you know, everybody has tents set up and there's food and people are selling stuff. And it was a really beautiful, sunny, hot day, and she had sunglasses and this really big hat on, which always makes me laugh. And it was just a just great day. Nothing really fancy. We just walked around and, you know, had water ice and just looked at stuff and had fun. So here I'm using a whole bunch of different assorted paper flowers. Some are from Prima, some are from other manufacturers. So just laying them out into a shape that I think works well. And then I'm using that 3-in-1 glue again to adhere them down. Now here, this 3-in-1 glue is perfect for this. It dries so quickly. You can adhere these flowers really fast, and you know, just in a few seconds they're all dry and solid there. I'm going to go back to the sprays to use on these paper flowers to sort of coordinate the colors for them so they all sort of match. And I'm going back to those blues and greens and those shades. I did switch to some Heide Swapp blues here as well, and I kind of put a mask over that one flower so I could keep the center yellow, and I did that to another flower also. And then here are some close-ups of the finished layout. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't love it as some of my other layouts I've really loved, but it's good. I like it, but I don't know. It didn't come together as perfectly as I wanted, but that's okay too sometimes. Thanks so much for watching. Click that subscribe button and that thumbs up button if you like this, and comments, questions, leave them below.